As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense is on the field for the first time today. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
Yeah, you got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side. The other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one picks which, but every year, no love lost.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. A&M able to pull out a close one the last time they saw the Longhorns.
That was a crazy game, but we were all there. You remember that? The energy in the stadium, Bevo drooling on the sidelines. They were bragging for a long time since then, David.
And so much bad blood.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He finds his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll give it to the back. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up, Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
First down sack, pushes it back, now it's second down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets it out quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a quarterback.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Morrison. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Did Beaver really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety. So zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's got his man. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Give to the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Runs through a tackle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket stop, going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Got a man. It's Morrison. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Going with the ground game left. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The lone back's got it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The play action fake. Working that left side now. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Morrison.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quarterback checking off. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Slams it ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Black 24.
Off play action. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
They'll go to the ground. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
The Aggies have a first down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Turns it on in midfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Handoff from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Power football with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. That trip to the end zone ties us up, and tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt. Two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Makes his connection. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. That last completion has them set up second and short. The give to the single back. And the Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up second down.
He's going to pass on second down. Going to try to get it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This for the lead and very likely the win. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This almost certainly to win the game. Between the uprights, it's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey,